Iran. The Islamic Republic of Iran is downplaying the importance of the U.S. elections following Trump's declaration of victory. Iranian government spokesperson Fatemeh Mohajerani has taken to state media to say that Iranians' livelihood is not going to be impacted by Trump's victory. But this comes as Iran's currency has fallen to an all-time low as the American votes are counted, signaling new challenges ahead.
He returns to office, the first thing he'll definitely do is increase sanctions to put pressure on the Iranian government. After that, he'll create conditions that will either lead to some changes in Iran or lead to conflict. Gradually, as these extensive sanctions start to lessen, Iran might return to its peak days.
Look, our main issue with the U.S. is Israel. That means we will never back down from our hostility towards Israel. Now, if they come and say they will stop supporting Israel, maybe something could happen. But if they want to continue supporting Israel, I don't think anything will change.
Joining us on Zoom now is Jason Brodsky, the policy director of United Against Nuclear Iran. Jason, last night there were major concerns across Israel that Iran was planning another missile strike on Israel amidst the U.S. elections. And of course, the decision by the Israeli prime minister to essentially fire the current defense minister, Yoav Gallant, and replace him. That does not seem to have happened. But how can we expect Iran to respond to the news that Trump has won?
Well, it's great to be with you. I think Donald Trump's victory in the presidential election is a nightmare for Tehran. Let's not forget that the Islamic Republic has been mounting an aggressive influence operation to try and hurt President Trump's chances in the election. That's not to mention that Tehran has been trying to assassinate the former president for years now, and the former president is aware of that. And that, coupled with the Islamic Republic's eroded deterrence, its degraded air defense system, its decimated proxies throughout the region, and the bottlenecks in its missile program after Israel strikes, put the system in a very precarious situation. It has never been weaker. And so Ayatollah Khamenei will not be sleeping easy over the next couple of days.
Now, Trump is certainly not planning on going back into an Iranian nuclear deal. We've obviously heard him say that, just like Kamala Harris was saying throughout her campaign. But he does say that he's open to another deal, has not specified the details of that. What can we expect out of his presidency when it comes to the Islamic Republic?
Well, I think President Trump has demonstrated and his willingness and openness to a deal with the Islamic Republic, but not one using that JCPOA framework that had been in place in the past. That being said, I do suspect in the near term we would see a Trump administration increase maximum pressure against Tehran, enforcing sanctions to a greater degree than they have been under the Biden administration. I would also see an attempt to rebuild eroded American deterrence throughout the region. Let's not forget that President Trump did take out Qasem Soleimani in 2020, the former head of the IRGC's Quds Force. And so I also think that the European countries would be more willing and amenable to go along with the U.S. pressure campaign on Iran because their threat perception on Iran has changed after Iran's arming of Russia against Ukraine.
Now, of course, you know, everybody is looking to Lebanon right now and the response that we're going to see from Hezbollah following Trump's victory. We've seen multiple barrages today of over 120 rockets from Hezbollah, perhaps a display of whatever strength the proxy group has left, you know, given Trump's impending return to the White House. My question for you is how we can expect him to get involved in the ongoing conflict between Hezbollah and Israel. He said that if he were to become president, he would put an end to the war immediately. We've seen people in the Lebanese public say that they think Trump actually will have the ability to do that. But do you think that it's really within his interest or that he cares enough to stop Israel's offensive?
I think broadly you will see Israel under less restraints under a Trump administration as compared to a Biden administration, and that will provide Israel more of an opportunity to degrade Hezbollah. Let's not understate that. But I also think that, yes, there will be a pursuit of diplomacy to try to quiet the northern front, and Israel has made a lot of achievements over the last few months. And so I think transitioning that and translating that into political achievements will be what is very important, transforming the military into the political achievement. And I think that that's what the president will do.
All right, Jason, I'd like to thank you so much.